It shouldn't come as a surprise that Japan is home to a number of breathtakingly eerie locations. The country of Japan is responsible for producing some of the best horror films in the world, and Japanese mythology is filled with stories that come from all parts of the world. There is a possibility that you are familiar with well-known Japanese horror films such as Ringu and Edition, as well as classics such as Onibaba and Godzilla. In keeping with the spirit of Halloween, which is a celebration that is always chilling in Japan today, we will show you Japan's most haunted forest. But before we dive deeper, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like this video. Let's begin. The aura of mystery that surrounds Aokigahara goes well beyond its well-known status as a haunted forest and a location of tragic events. The dense canopy of this tree provides protection for a diverse environment that is bursting with life, including ferns and mosses that are vivid, as well as elusive animals like foxes and deer. Dappled shadows are produced over the forest floor as a result of sunlight penetrating the tangled branches that are located above, which gives the environment an ethereal feel. The air is thick with the earthy aroma of rotting vegetation, which is blended with the lovely fragrance of blossoming flowers that are scattered across the woodland floor. Aokigahara is home to spectacular natural beauty that are on par with its darker elements, despite the fact that it is associated with a number of negative connotations. Towering trees, some of which are hundreds of years old, climb upward, their twisted branches providing a lush canopy that extends as far as the eye can see. Streams wind their way through the forest, their waters whispering softly as they wind their way over rocks covered in moss and through glens that are obscured by darkness. Wildflowers cover the woodland floor in a riot of color, their delicate petals fluttering in the mild breeze as they travel through the forest. The Japanese people place a tremendous amount of cultural and spiritual importance on Aokigahara in addition to the natural beauty that it represents. It has served as the impetus for a great number of works of literature, art, and film, all of which have attempted to capture the spirit of the frightening appeal that it possesses. Poets have written lyrics that bemoan the tragic heritage of the forest, while artists have represented the woodland's eerie beauty through the use of haunting brushstrokes and delicate ink washes. There have been attempts made by filmmakers to investigate its mysteries through the medium of film, crafting stories of terror and salvation amidst its gloomy depths. Over the course of the past few years, there has been a growing awareness of the necessity of preserving the delicate environment of Aokigahara and protecting it from the dangers posed by overdevelopment and destruction. A significant amount of effort has been put out by conservationists in order to raise awareness about the significance of maintaining this one-of-a-kind natural gem and to encourage the adoption of sustainable forestry techniques. Efforts have been made to develop authorized hiking paths and visitor centers, which will enable tourists to enjoy the beauties of the forest while limiting the harm that they have on the environment. Individuals who make the decision to travel to Aokigahara are likely to experience feelings of reverence and amazement during the course of their journey. It is strongly recommended that visitors approach the forest with a sense of modesty and respect, keeping in mind the tragic history that lingers in the shadows of the woodland. People are drawn to the forest because of its peaceful beauty and ageless wisdom, and they flock there in search of tranquility and spiritual refreshment. When they stroll along its paths, they do it with a sense of silent reverence, listening to the rustling of leaves and the murmurs of the wind. They are looking to establish a connection with the old spirits that reside inside its embrace. Aokigahara is a symbol of resiliency and rejuvenation, a monument to the continuing power of nature to heal and inspire, despite the fact that it has a reputation for being a dismal place. Those who are courageous enough to travel into its depths will find a hidden world of beauty and magic that is waiting to be uncovered beneath its gloomy exterior. Aokigahara will continue to attract the mind of anybody who seeks to understand its riddles and unlock its secrets, regardless of whether it is perceived as a place of sadness or a sanctuary of peace. When the sun goes down behind the high peaks of Mount Fuji, spreading lengthy shadows across the forest floor, Aokigahara continues to be a mystery that has stood the test of time. It is a location where the past and the present collide, and the veil that separates the two worlds becomes increasingly thin. When the day begins to fade into dusk and the shadows become longer, Aokigahara takes on a new depth of mystery and intrigue. As the sun begins to set, the forest appears to come to life with hushed secrets and concealed perils, appealing to those who have the courage to explore its depths. The mysterious appeal of Aokigahara has, for ages, made it a destination that has both fascinated and terrified people. It has attracted tourists and adventurers from all over the world at all times. Over the course of its existence, Aokigahara has been a witness to a virtually infinite number of stories, including triumphs and tragedies, happiness and sadness. With their gnarled branches arching upwards into the heavens like fingers clawing at the sky, its ancient trees stand as quiet sentinels. There are stones covered in moss that are placed on the graves of those individuals who have gone into the forest and never come back, their names having been lost to the mists of time. Nevertheless, despite the way of its past, Aokigahara continues to be a site of great beauty and tranquility, with its mysteries concealed beneath a canopy of greenery. Aokigahara has been cloaked in myths and lore for many years, and these have been passed down from one generation of storytellers to the next without interruption. The mythos surrounding the woodland is filled with stories of roaming spirits and malevolent ghosts, which are intertwined with reports of lost travelers and inexplicable disappearances. The sound of muttered incantations and melancholy screams reverberates throughout the forest throughout the nighttime hours, giving the impression that the trees themselves are bemoaning the catastrophes that have occurred inside their own midst. Are you still there? Let us know if you've ever visited Aokigahara Forest. Some people consider Aokigahara to be more than simply a site of dread and dreadful anticipation. Rather, it is a safe haven for those who are lost and shattered, a refuge from the harsh realities of the world outside. As they make their way through its tranquil forests, weary visitors find comfort in the embrace of nature, their problems dissipating beneath the soft caress of the wind. They discover a sense of serenity and belonging that they are unable to find in the chaos of their regular lives when they are in the tranquility and stillness of the forest. As the sun goes down and the forest becomes more peaceful, Aokigahara takes on a beauty that is unearthly and transcends the limitations of time and space. The trees, when illuminated by the moonlight, threw lengthy shadows across the forest floor. Their twisted forms took on the appearance of old guardians who were standing watch over a land that had not been affected by the passage of time. The stars shine brightly in the sky, and their light dances on the surface of the secret streams and pools that are hidden from view. Aokigahara provides a voyage into the unknown for those who are brave enough to walk into its depths. It represents an opportunity for individuals to confront the shadows that reside within their own hearts and emerge transformed as a result of the experience. This is enough for today. If you like this video, let us know. Share your experiences in the comments. Goodbye.